When a dam is built, it provides water to several hundreds of thousands of people, provides water for irrigation, and can be used for power generation also. But there is another side to it too. It also displaces several farmers and tribal people. Their cultivable lands are waterlogged. Thousands of hectares of natural forests are submerged underwater, and it is the responsibility of the state government to compensate for this loss. During an ambitious Sardar Sarovar project of the Gujarat government, the Maharashtra government, with the help of the central government, faced and handled such situations very capably. As a part of this project, the rehabilitation of affected people and the afforestation of new land in place of submerged jungles was an exemplary task for the entire nation, and now it has become an iconic model for all. And along with this, the Fishery Department of Maharashtra has made yet another achievement, and that too in the secluded region of Nandurbar. This achievement is a proud moment for Maharashtra government. Sardar Sarovar project, an ambitious multi-state project which is spread across an area of 37,000 hectares and has a capacity to store 77 lakh acre-feet of water, was handed to the nation at the hands of Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, on 17 September 2017. In 2004, when government started storing water in the dam, the Narmada River transformed into a giant reservoir. Just as a big dam affects the land environment adversely, it also causes harm to the aquatic ecosystem. When a flowing river is suddenly transformed into a huge water body, several species of fish living and thriving in flowing water find their life cycle disrupted. Some of the local species get destroyed, and this causes adverse effects on the riverine ecosystem and also on the lives of fishermen and tribal communities depending on those fish. It is very hard to relocate such communities who are totally dependent on the river for their livelihood. Out of the 33 villages affected due to Sardar Sarovar, all 33 villages have been relocated in Nandurbar district. Still, there are a few tribal communities living in remote and inaccessible pockets of land in the catchment area of the Narmada River, whose relocation was impossible.
ह्या प्रकल्प होण्याच्या आधी त्यांचा जो व्यवसाय होता तो मच्छीमाराचा व्यवसाय होता. नदीमधले मासे पकडून त्याच्यावर त्यांचा उदरनिर्वाह होत होता आणि या प्रकल्पामुळे मासेमारीचा त्यांचा पारंपरिक व्यवसाय जो होता तो अबाधित राखण्याच्या अनुषंगाने पुन्हा प्रकल्प झाल्यानंतर आपल्याला त्याच व्यवसायाच्या अनुषंगाने काही करता येईल का याबाबत राज्य शासनाने प्रयत्न केले.
So, it was the duty of the Maharashtra government to make the benefit of the project reach these people and raise their standard of living. And this was a very big challenge. The Fishery Department of the Maharashtra state made a survey of the species of fish in the Narmada River. The riverine ecosystem was surveyed by the Central Inland Fisheries Research Institute, that is FIshery, Barakpur, West Bengal, an institute formed by the Narmada Control Authority on behalf of the Environment Ministry of India. It was observed that local species such as Mahasir, Enchitla, Rita rita, Labiofimbratis were found to have been drastically reduced in number. This was dangerous for the environmental balance of the river as well as the survival of the fishermen. Dr. Afroz Ahmed, a senior member of the Narmada Control Authority, reckoned the Maharashtra Fishery Department to find a solution to this.
और ये भारत सरकार का जो पर्यावरण मंत्रालय का जो क्लियरेंस है, जो स्वीकृति है, उसमें एक बहुत बड़ा एक कंडीशन था कि जो झील है उसका प्रबंधन करना है, ख़ास तौर से मछली का प्रबंधन करना है, मछली का विकास करना है, क्योंकि आप जानते हैं मछली एक बहुत रिच प्रोटीन है. दूसरी तरफ कुदरती तौर पर एक बहुत बड़ा सूचक है या इंडिकेटर है कि झील में अगर प्रदूषण है या पोल्यूशन है तो मछलियाँ नहीं रहती हैं।
In the year 2011-12, 15-16 and 16-17, total 110,000 Mahasir fingerling were brought from the Tata Mahasir Fish Seed Farm, Lonavala. These were then conserved and nurtured in protective cages underwater. A nursery was established at Bhusa especially for this purpose. They were fed for 2 months till they reached the size of 70 millimeters, and then the Mahasir were released into the river.
महाशेर एक गेम फिश है। महाशेर जनरली साधारण तौर पर आम तौर पर ऐसी जगहों पर पाए जाते हैं जहां पर बहता हुआ पानी हो, जैसे हिमालय, और वो टकरा के पत्थरों से चलते हैं। इसलिए महाशेर की जो रचना है या बनावट है उस मछली की, वो बहुत मजबूत होती है, इसीलिए उसको गेम फिश कहते हैं। इस गेम फिश को बचाने के लिए महाराष्ट्र ने बहुत महत्वपूर्ण काम किया। उसकी ब्रीडिंग करवाई, उसके जो बीज हैं, सीड है, वो लोनावाला से लेकर आए वहाँ से।
This experiment was carried out for 3 years. In 2017-18, a survey of fishes in the reservoir was conducted, and it was found that there were Mahasir fish ranging from 10 grams to 5 kilograms. This was a very satisfying result because it proved that the Mahasir species was capable of natural breeding in this new environment. Along with this species, 33 lakh fingerlings of the commercial species Indian major carp were released in the reservoir at the hands of the then Commissioner of Fisheries, Mr. Govind Bodke. The next stage was to provide modern technology to the fishermen. As far as Maharashtra was concerned, the backwaters of the Sardar Sarovar had spread over 73 kilometers of the Satpura mountain range of Maharashtra state. This remote and inaccessible region was lacking in transportation and communication facilities. So, the fishermen worked completely devoid of modern technology.
पहिल्यांदा आम्ही एका झाडाचं एक लाकूड कापून आणायचो आणि त्याच्यामुळे ते कोरून एक डुंगा म्हणून बनवत होतो आणि त्याच्यामुळे ते भीती पण असायची कुठे रस्त्यात काय झालं काय.
For decades, the fishermen here have been fishing in small boats carved out of wooden trunks that need to be rowed by oars. The fishing was mostly done for daily consumption of fish as a food rather than trade. Firstly, the personnel from the fishery department went into the remotest areas of the catchment area. Number of meetings were held with the fishermen. The entire scope of the project was explained to them. They were also made to understand the benefits of commercial fishing. Then they were educated about the advantages of cooperative fishing. This effort bore fruit. Now, there are 5 cooperative fishing societies with approximately 300 members. Free fishing nets were provided to these fishermen.
महाराष्ट्र शासनाने जे आमच्यासाठी सोय करून दिली ती म्हणजे फार मोठ्या प्रमाणात झाली आणि बघायला गेलो तर आमचं जे जुनं होतं त्या रूढी आहे हळूहळू आम्ही विसरत चाललो. याच्यामध्ये मच्छीमारीमध्ये आता नवीन टेक्नॉलॉजीप्रमाणे याची आम्हाला कल्पना भेटली, तशी आम्ही ट्रेनिंग पण घेतले आणि ट्रेनिंगमध्ये पण भरपूर आम्हाला शिकायला भेटलं. मच्छीपासून लोणचं तयार करणे आणि त्याच्यापासून जो कमी रेटचा मच्छी आहे त्याला जास्त भावाने कशी विकली जाईल हे सर्व आम्हाला या महाराष्ट्र शासनाच्या याच्यामधून आम्हाला अनेक वेळेस शिबिरं मिळाली आणि त्याच्यामुळे आम्हाला हे खूप फायदा झाला.
The river had transformed into a huge reservoir. So the traditional boats were replaced by 220 fiber boats, which were also provided at no cost.
एकूण 80 सभासद आहे तर 48 आम्हाला नावडे आहे. प्रत्येक 2-2 सभासदांना एक नावडी मिळाली. आता बघायला गेलं तर इकडून डॅम साईट गुजरात ते आम्ही या वलवत जायच्या नावडीमध्ये आम्ही 1.5 तासात कव्हर करतो. मच्छी खराब होई तोपर्यंत आम्ही तिकडे पोहोचून जातो.
Because of larger nets and boats that can be maneuvered faster, the fishermen are able to catch more fish now. The fishing societies buy the fish on the spot. The fish tend to spoil rapidly, so in order to transport it quickly to the market, the fishing societies were provided with motorboats that have ice boxes. A Bolero jeep is also provided that have a facility of cold storage. Now the fish can be transported to markets that are far off without the fear of the fish getting spoiled. This in effect ensures that the fish will get a better price. Because of the lakhs of fish fingerlings let off into the dam, the massive water body has an abundance of naturally bred fish, such as Indian major carp, mahasir, and enchitla. With modern fishing boats, better nets, and motorboats for transporting the fish, the local fishermen have seen a commendable rise in their income. This didn't stop here. The Fishery Division of Maharashtra State charted out an ambitious plan.
मच्छीमार बांधवांना एक चांगल्या प्रकारे मासेमारी ह्याच उद्योगातून चांगल्या प्रकारे उत्पन्न कसं मिळेल या उत्पन्नासाठी आपण एक नवीन कन्सेप्ट तिथं आणण्याचं ठरवलं. तो म्हणजे केस कल्चर. केस कल्चर म्हणजे काय आहे की याच्यामध्ये बंदिस्त मासेमारी आपण करतो. साधारणतः एक केज हा 6 मीटर बाय 4 मीटर बाय 4 मीटरचा असतो. जिथे असं जवळजवळ 30 फूट खोल पाणी राहील अशा ठिकाणी आपल्याला हे केजेस उभे करता येतात.
Cage fishing is a commercial way of breeding fish in a secured environment. First, the water body of 73 kilometers that lay in the territory of Maharashtra state was surveyed and suitable locations were identified. These modern cages float in water, so the fluctuation in water level does not cause any difficulty. Initially, 48 cages have been set up in 5 places such as Manibeli, Chimmalkhedi, Chinchkhedi, Shelgada and Khardi. In these cages, fish of the Pangaceous species are being nurtured. In cage fishing, around 5,000 fish fingerlings are let into each cage. Since these cages are floating in the dam water, the fish automatically get water. The cages have a net above the water surface too, so the fish are protected from kingfishers, cormorants and other predators. These fish are fed with special food which helps them grow faster. Due to complete lack of danger and availability of a natural environment, the yield of fish is huge. Fish that are merely 61 millimeters in the beginning grow up to 900 to 1000 grams in a matter of 6 to 8 months. Thus, a yield of 3,500 kilograms of fish can be obtained from a single cage. This year, in total of the 240 cages at Manibeli, Chimmalkhedi, Chinchkhedi, Shelgada and Khardi, 12 lakh fish fingerlings are being nurtured.
पिंजरा का जब आम्ही मुंबई भी गया टेरनिंग हिंग डिंबे ही गया बर्गे डेमो ही ताकि कोई ते म्हणजे त्या बसे की को पैदा होत नाही त्यान की कोई वाडको नाही की कोई ओढे होत नाही ते तेनी बाद आम्हा ट्रेनिंग भी गई त्या बाद में ये पिंजरे बोणीत गए पिंजरे बोण्या बाद में आम्ही या पिंजरा में मासान की कोई सारू टाकून मासे सारू मासान सारू की कोई टाकून तहाँ ते की कोई ओढेनारे त्या साफ सफाई की कोई राखून पिंजरा एना बाद आम्ही शिकाया ताते याका जा आम्हा या पिंजरा होये लगभग हम 2,40,000 मासे टाके त्या माये ताते मासे की कोई तो ओढे कोण का कोण होते जबाबदारी आम्हा भी रही त्यान भी आम्ही पालता रहता न ते मासे जर हाजी कोई तो ओढेत गये तहा आम्हाने त्याम देखे भरपूर उत्पन्न आम्हान जोडी शकनो.
A yield of 150 tons of fish is expected by February 2019, which will fetch 1.5 crores to each of those 5 fishing societies. This new cage fishing method is going to bring a phenomenal growth in the income of these fishermen. Due to the high yield of fish, the need for cold storage, transport and trade will increase and directly or indirectly provide an assured livelihood to several people. In this way, the Fishery Department of the Maharashtra State Government has provided an enhanced livelihood to the fishermen affected by the Sardar Sarovar by planning and executing an innovative project. Maharashtra state is the first one in India to have implemented such a project, and not just improved but transformed the lives of fishermen affected by the construction of a dam. Officers with an iron will, the efforts of their selfless teammates, and the strong political support that was granted made this project a success. That too, in such remote and obscure places in the Satpura mountain range.
या लोकांना बचतीची सवय होण्यासाठी आम्ही सेविंग कम रिलीफ ही केंद्र शासनाची योजना चालू केलेली आहे. त्या सेविंग कम रिलीफ योजनेमध्ये सभासद हे त्या संस्थेच्या खात्यामध्ये 150 रुपये असे 10 महिने जमा करतात आणि त्याच्यानंतर आमच्याकडे बॅलन्स सर्टिफिकेट दिल्यानंतर आम्ही केंद्र व राज्य शासनाकडून प्रत्येकी 1500 3000 रुपये आम्ही त्यांचा डायरेक्ट खात्यावर जमा करतो. या वर्षीसुद्धा आम्ही डायरेक्ट त्यांच्या खात्यावर आम्ही ते अनुदानाची रक्कम वितरित केलेली आहे. शीतपेटीचे पण अनुदानाची डायरेक्ट वितरित केलेली आहे. त्याचबरोबर आता दरवर्षी आम्ही जिल्हा नियोजन समितीमार्फत आम्ही 50% नायलॉन सुतासाठी अनुदान देत असतो. ते सुद्धा आम्ही त्यांच्या डायरेक्ट संस्थेच्या खात्यावर अनुदान देतो. यांची संस्था चालवणे या गोष्टीसाठी नर्मदा विभागाचे कार्यकारी अभियंता, माननीय जिल्हाधिकारी, नंतर वन विभाग या कमिटीने या सर्वांना सहकार्य केलेले आहे.
मुझे पूरा उम्मीद है कि ये इलाका वन विभाग इको टूरिज़्म के रूप में विकसित करेगा और गेम फिशिंग का भी उसमें एक आइटम होगा. गेम फिशिंग के लिए लोग दूर दराज से, बम्बई से लेकर कहीं भी के लोग आ सकते हैं और इस इलाके को इको टूरिज़्म से जोड़कर इस पूरे इलाके को, इसकी आर्थिक सामाजिक स्थिति को हम सुधार सकते हैं. साथ साथ हम पर्यावरण के प्रबंधन को भी सुनिश्चित कर सकते हैं.
The income of the local fishermen has increased several fold. Those who fished only for their daily meals have turned into professionals. This success story of the Maharashtra Fishery Department, which has created a dependable source of income for several generations of fishermen, is beyond doubt an exemplary feat of extraordinary dimensions.